So, did Calvin Ridley open the floodgates on NFL players gambling on both their own games and other games, but on team property? It's a lot to unpack, so let's talk about it. Okay, so as we know, Calvin Ridley was suspended an entire season for gambling on the Falcons games while he was away from the team. And the rules state you cannot gamble on NFL games. Doesn't matter whether you're playing in them or not. So he got punished. He has served his punishment and he got reinstated. He's with the Jags now. But it seems like now a ton of players are getting in trouble. And is that because of Calvin? So multiple players, I think 2 months ago, I believe it was, got in trouble. 3 months ago, I can double check on the exact day. But a few players got in trouble, a couple from the Lions, specifically, like Jameson Williams. He got in trouble. And he has had a rough start of his NFL career. But then even more players just got suspended. So we're going to go over all the players, and I'll try to give their suspension lengths. So recently, Isaiah Rodgers and Rashad Berry of the Indianapolis Colts. By the way, Isaiah Rodgers, I know for a fact got cut, and Rashad Berry possibly also got cut. I don't know for sure about him yet, but I do know for a fact Isaiah did get cut. And free agent Demetrius Taylor were all suspended indefinitely through at least the end of the 2023 season for betting on NFL games last year after Calvin got in trouble. Then Nicholas Petit-Frere of the Tennessee Titans is suspended for the team's first 6 regular season games of the 2023 season for betting on non-NFL sports at the club facility. So you can bet on a baseball game, but if it happens, like you're sitting at your locker and you're like, oh, do I want to bet on like Aaron Judge hitting a double or a home run? And that will land you in trouble. But again, it looks like he may have done this during the 2022 season. So Rodgers, Berry, and Taylor can petition for reinstatement at the end of the 2023 season. The Colts waived Rodgers and Berry following the announcement of their indefinite suspensions. Okay, so both guys were cut. Let's see. We're going to skip the part about why they were released. Oh. Let's skip the statement by the NFL. Here we go. On April 21st, so it's July. So, but it's the very beginning of July. So, the beginning of June, the beginning of May. Yeah, about 2.5 months. The league suspended Lions receivers Jameson Williams, Quintez Cephas, and Stanley Berryhill, and safety C.J. Moore, and Washington Commanders defensive end Shaka Toney for violating the NFL's gambling policy. Despite the league's efforts to inform each and every player of its gambling policy, more than a few have violated it in the last calendar year. Only Petit-Frere, Williams, and Toney remain with their clubs after being suspended. Let's see. The causes for gambling-related suspensions have ranged from players who placed wagers on their own teams while not participating, like Calvin Ridley, in 2021, resulting in an indefinite suspension in 2022, to players who have not abided by the league's prohibition of betting on non-NFL sports while at the club facility. Ridley has been traded to Jacksonville, reinstated by the league, and expected to return to action with the Jags in, that's supposed to be 2023, I'm sure. So that is it. So we got Jameson, Quintez, Stanley, CJ, Shaka. That is 5. And then Isaiah, Rashad, Demetrius, and Nicholas. Like, that's 9 guys who have been suspended for betting on games, whether they be NFL or non-NFL, at the team facility. That is 9 guys since Calvin Ridley. So, is it possible that before Calvin got caught, that players were a bit more discreet about it? Maybe. Is this just the new thing where, players just want to bet their money? Or, have they seen other players from the past go broke and they don't want that to happen? So by gambling and trying to get more money, but then you have NIL, which is getting you a little bit of money in college. So, and I know a lot of these guys, they didn't get NIL. Or like Jameson. Jameson Williams, he is such a young receiver. Last year was his rookie year. So he got the back end of NIL. Like the very, very end of it, he got. So it's like, what are you doing? These guys, I don't know if they don't think they're going to get caught. I don't know if they don't care. But you're not going to make more money gambling than you're going to lose by getting suspended. So, did Calvin open the floodgates? Maybe. Maybe the NFL and the gambling sites, maybe they took a closer look at who was gambling. And, I don't think any games have been, what the hell is the right word? I'm just going to say any games have been won or lost. Like, the outcome has been affected by players gambling on it. Like, I think Calvin Ridley was betting on the Falcons to win, not betting on the Falcons to lose. Like, it's not like he was going to his teammates, hey, I'll give you a cut if you lose the game. Like, I'm pretty sure he was betting on them to win. And it's like, okay, he wants his guys to win. But you also don't want the added pressure of, hey, Calvin just put money on us to win. So, I don't know. It's tough. But whether he did or not, I don't think this is going to be the end of it. I think more players are going to end up getting caught and suspended. It's just a matter of time. Plus, like training camp, preseason, the actual season itself, like the players are going to be at the facility and the players are going to be in games. So it might get worse. But we'll see. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on. Thanks for watching.